Hi there. If you're new here, my name's Jenny from Inmysparetime Crochet. I have a crochet business that I fit in pockets of time around my full-time job. And I'm very new to the world of YouTube. If this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, thank you so much. I hope you'll stay around and I hope you'll come back. To those that have come back, thank you very much. So this week, it's just basically a week in my life. I've been doing some pattern testing, always buying more yarn, and also working on the mix and match challenge that is being hosted by Cassandra at Craftably Ever After. I have actually finished it, but there was just way too much for this vlog to fit in this one, so I'm going to divide it into two different videos. So be sure to hit subscribe and turn on your bell notifications so you can see how it turned out, because I'm not going to lie, I'm impressed. And if you may already know, if you've been watching my videos before, hang around till the end, because there is always a little bit of a blooper reel, because I'm forever making mistakes, but I think it's good for a bit of a laugh anyway. But let's get into this week's vlog. Hello. It's been a few days and I'm going to be honest, there hasn't been a great deal of crochet because work is really cramping my style at the moment. And you know, it's hard. It's hard trying to work full time and fit in and do everything I want to do related to my little crochet business. So I just haven't had much time. But what I have managed to do is pick up some, what I would say is very budget yarn at one of our local discount stores in Australia. And if you're in Australia, the Base Warehouse. I picked up the yellow and brown and cream a little while ago, and it was $2.99 for a skein, and I only grabbed a few skeins of it because I wasn't sure what it was going to be like. But I have just started a pattern test for Megan at Mint to Be Crochet, and one of the ones that I was doing was a little bear. And so I thought that I would give the brown a go. And I'm really, really pleasantly surprised with how this yarn works up. It's quite thin. I don't know if you can see. So it's a lot thinner. When I use chenille, I usually use Premier Basics chenille, and I guess it's a little flatter, but so this is definitely thinner, and I used a 6mm hook with it, whereas if I use basic chenille, I normally use a 7. But I used a 6mm, and number one, this little project is super cute anyway, but it's actually really soft, and I found it really, really easy to work with. I found, because with this type of yarn, it can be, and especially being a dark color, it's hard to see the stitches, so you need to go by feel. And what I found with this yarn was that it was really easy to feel where the stitches were. Which made doing the project really good. I love the result. It's nice and soft. So yesterday I went out to the Base Warehouse and I grabbed some more. They have quite a few colors, though they were out of a few of them yesterday. I wanted to get more cream, but unfortunately they didn't have any. They didn't have any more yellow, but what they did have was colors that I don't recall seeing the last time that I was there. They've got this really, really vibrant green. I thought this would be good for some leggy frogs, or potentially some turtles, but I actually really, really love the color. So I grabbed 2 of those. I grabbed 2 of this more, I don't know, maybe it's a bit more of a jade green, whereas that's a bit more a grass green, I would say. I grabbed 2 of those. one pink because they only had one. I would have grabbed two had they had them. The same with this blue. That's really a really pretty blue. Only one of those because that's all they had. I could hardly hold everything. It was coming out of my hands. This is a really nice red as well. Don't even know if they have, I don't even think they have the names of the colours on there. But I grabbed two of those, and they had a few of the variegated. I didn't really love the other colourways, but I thought this one was interesting. It's not normally my cup of tea, but I think I could maybe do something cute with it. So I grabbed two of those. That was it, I think. That was my haul from the Base Warehouse yesterday. But honestly, for the amount that I got, I was really impressed. $2.99. It says on it that it's 3-ply. All it says is 3-ply, 100 grams. There's no other kind of, oh, it does have washing instructions, but it doesn't recommend what size hook you should use. But as I said, I just decided myself. I tried a 6 and I felt that was perfect for the project that I was doing, which was the little bear. So yeah, I'm a fan, and I think I will be checking in regularly to see what colours they have. But yeah, so far my experience with it is really good. I rate it highly. While I was out there, our Base Warehouse is pretty much right next door to Kmart. So I thought I'd go into Kmart and see what they had in stock, because I have seen a few reviews and I do know a few other Aussie crocheters that use some of the Kmart yarn, and they didn't have a great deal in stock, but they did have some of the large velvet, which I would say is probably comparable to a Parfait XL. Maybe slightly thinner. It does feel quite thin. But anyway, and again, these were pretty much the only colours they had. This creamy white colour and orangey brown colour. I didn't even know what you call it, but I thought that I would give this a go. I don't know, I'm envisaging maybe a large turtle or similar. I'm not too sure. It does recommend a 9mm hook. I think I'll maybe be using something definitely thinner than that, definitely smaller than that, but we'll see. So watch this space to see how I go with it. I may even do a video alone just on how these yarns work up, because they are inexpensive compared to a lot of other yarns that I've used previously. And you know, this day and age with money being a bit tight and whatnot, I think it's good to have other options that give you a good result but are also budget friendly, I guess. So yeah, so that's what I did yesterday. Now I really need to keep going on this pattern test. So I've made, as I said, I've made Honey, the bear, and I just need to give her a nose and some eyes. I'll be doing my embroidery eyes. I have a tutorial on my channel if you haven't already seen that. And I now have to work on Toby the turtle, who is so cute. I've done his little feet. I've done the toes in a contrasting colour, and I've done his little arms, and now I need to work on the head and the body. These patterns by Megan are all no-sew, and they are really cute. She has a really unique way of doing her patterns, and I love them. I have previously tested for her. I will insert a picture here. I did Pebbles, the frog, who is so cute, and my daughter ended up purchasing her for one of her friend's kids, and he absolutely loves it. Takes it everywhere, I believe, and that makes me really happy. Yeah, so for now, I really need to get on with this. So I am going to pop you on a bit of a time lapse and do a little bit of crochet. So yeah. Okay, so I've just had a little interlude to record a tutorial on some alternatives when using the magic ring with plush yarn. So hopefully I will already have that posted by the time you see this video. So if so, I will have the link down below. But I think we've all been through that, you know, when we're using plush yarn and trying to do a magic ring and it breaks. It's happened to me on more than one occasion. So I now have come up with a couple of different ways. You know, there's other tips out there, but I'm just sharing a couple of different options that you can do. So if you think that'd be helpful, then go along and check it out. For now that I've done Toby's head, I now am going to be doing some surface crochet to start working on the body, where I will then be able to sew in his little arms and legs and then work on the shell. So this is, and the bear was quite a quick little make, and they're so cute. The ideas of these patterns is that they're not stuffed, or you have a little bit of stuffing in the feet and the arms, obviously stuffing in the head, but the body is not stuffed. But there is an option to put in pellets so that it's a little bit weighted. You could also put in a little bit of stuffing if you wanted. I didn't, because I was trying to do the pattern as per instructions. But if I make, well, not if, but when I make more, I might put a little bit of stuffing in there. But they're really cute, and he sits quite well without anything in him anyway, and he's really cute for little hands to be able to just hold. So keep your eyes peeled for that pattern. Now I'm going to get back to my crochet. Happy Thursday. Just got home from work. It's very hard to fit in all of this content business and crocheting around a full-time job, and that is precisely why I don't do markets, because I just don't bloody have time. So yeah, but last night I did finish up my pattern test for Megan at Mint to Be Crochet. So I have finished Honey now. She's very, very cute. I can't remember if I said it before that these ones are not stuffed. I think I did say it, but yeah, they're not stuffed. They're really cute. I think it's such a good size for a little one just to be able to carry around with them. This reminds me a little bit of Mr. Bean's bear that he used to carry around with him, if you recall that. But she's really cute and really soft, and as I had said previously, I think she was made with a really, really cheap budget yarn from the Base Warehouse. Now cuteness alert, I finished Toby the turtle as well. There's a few little fluffies hanging around here, but just look at him. Isn't he so cute? I'm really happy with how he turned out. I think he's very, very cute. As usual, we have the embroidered eyes, and I really like the contrast of the colours for his toes and his little shell on the back. So cute. She also has patterns for 2 different dinosaurs and Pebbles the frog as well. So I will have to try and find some time to make those as well. But I highly recommend Megan's patterns. She puts a lot of care and effort into making sure that the instructions are really detailed. So yeah, again, highly recommend Megan's patterns. So that is done. So now I'm going to have to, being that we are very much halfway through May, I really need to get on and make a start on my my make for the mix and match challenge. So I've spoken about it before. It is being hosted by Craftably Ever After here on YouTube, lovely Cassandra. So I really want to be able to get that done. I still haven't really been able to find any patterns that I'm sort of happy with, so I think I am going to go ahead and freestyle it. So hopefully I'll have something to show you in this vlog. So that is my next thing that I need to do. And other than that, I really need to take some photos of some of my most recent makes and get them listed onto my website, my Etsy and my Madeit store. So that might be another job for this afternoon. So I might bring you along for that. It's very exciting. Actually, one more thing that I do need to do is to redo my lovely little mermaid's eyes here. It did have safety eyes in there, and I really wasn't happy with them, so I was able to get them out. So now I'm going to give her some embroidery eyes, and I think I'll be happier with that. So I need to do that as well, and then take another new listing photo with the eyes done. So that's another little job for this afternoon. there we go. Much better. I feel a lot better knowing that it doesn't have safety eyes in it. And I didn't really like the look of them, the particular ones that I had in there anyway. So I'm happy with that, and I can now take another listing photo and get her back on my website and in my Etsy store. So there we go, on to the next job. If you sell your finished makes online, either via Etsy, your own website, or anywhere else, you know how time consuming this part of the process is. I have just basically used a little mat that's on the floor of my craft room. I've just got it on my table with a board propped up behind it. And I ended up taking probably about 3 or 4 pictures of each of the toys that I'm ready to sell, because you can only have so many front on photos, you know. But yeah, pretty basic, but the photos actually turned out quite good, so I'm happy with that. And that is the job done, and I'm glad. Hi, it's Saturday now. There wasn't a great deal of crochet going on yesterday, as we looked after our beautiful little grandson. I'll pop it in a short little clip here. Excuse me. But I did manage to make a start, I think it was Thursday night, on the mix and match challenge that I have been talking about in previous videos. Now, I wasn't able to find any patterns that I had already that I thought would work for this. And as I am on a self-imposed pattern buying ban in the month of May, I thought I would just try and wing it and make it up as I went. And I'm actually enjoying that part of it. So the picture will be here for what I am trying to create. And so far, I think it's coming along well. It's, you know, in my head, I think it's going to work out. So obviously I just started with the legs and then I joined them. And as per the picture, I have made it come out a little wider, just above his legs. And I am doing something a bit different. I think this is going to work. I'm not sure. But because of the shape of the cat's face, you know, it's not perfectly round like usually in amigurumi. Usually the faces, the heads are normally round, but this one has quite a squarish sort of head. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be, if you can imagine, once it's full and done, I'm making the head. I started with a chain and then I built up from that, and I'm making his head, and it will sit it'll sit like that, if that makes sense. And I'll be doing his arms, and then once I think I'll do the overalls, and then I'll do the tail last, and I'll have it, I think, sewn onto the body because it looks like it's quite close in the picture there. And then to try and work out the hat, I think, is the most challenging part. But what I'm going to try, and I'm hoping that I have got it done by tomorrow morning, no latest, because I need to get the video edited, and I'm hoping that you can see the end result in this vlog. But what I'm hoping to do, this is the bottom of the head, obviously. I'm going to try and, once I get to the height that I'm happy with, I'm going to try and work the hat. It's hard to explain. I know what I mean in my head, but I'm going to be working the hat from the top of the head. So I'm going to be going out with the white, which will be the bottom, because as you can see in the picture, the underside of the hat is white, And then once I've got to the width I need, I'll change to the red and then work my way up. And for something different, because I think it's also the easiest way to do it, I'm going to make the ears separately, and then once I'm finished with the hat, I'm going to sew them onto the hat. So I think it's going to work. At least I hope it's going to work. And if it does, I feel like it's going to have a pretty good likeness. So I just thought I would jump on it quickly to do my best to explain what I think I'm going to do. I'm really excited. I'm really enjoying this challenge. So, and I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody else's as well. I was initially going to do mine in plush yarn. However, I didn't have the colours that I needed. So, and I had them all in acrylic yarn. So I thought that's what I would do. But watch this space to see if it works out. I really hope it does, because as I said, in my head it works, but we'll see if it works in real life. I'm going to get back to it. So we're actually going to wrap it up there. I am going to keep you all in suspense for the big reveal of my cat in a mushroom hat. That video will either be uploaded Thursday, Aussie time, or I will maybe potentially keep it till next Sunday. Either way, it's going to be in the next week. So hang around for that. If you stayed this long, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I am starting to get closer to 100 subscribers, and that's very exciting for me. So thank you to all those of you that have. Yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. When we're using plush yarn, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it's the embroidery, making sure the detail. Craftably ever after here on YouTube. Helps if you turn it on. So that's actually going to be, told ya, mushroom cat, my cat with the mushroom cap, whatever you want to call him. Whoops, I just showed you a bit of a sneak peek. We'll be cutting that out.